The tail of the tape, age difference for sure, 7 years. And Jones is short, compact, and Liddell already, you would think on paper, the better striker, and he does have a reach advantage in this first of 2 middleweight matchups. The big one still ahead, Frank Shamrock and Tito Ortiz. But first things first, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next event is a middleweight bout consisting of 3 5-minute rounds. Beginning with the fighter standing to my left. He is a kickboxer with a mixed martial arts record of 3-1. Standing 6 feet, 2 inches tall, weighing in at 199 pounds. He fights out of San Luis Obispo, California. Please welcome back, Chuck Liddell! And his opponent, standing to my right, he is a shoot fighter with a mixed martial arts record of 18-0-1. Standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 198 pounds. He comes to us from Boys Ranch, Texas. Please welcome Paul Jones.
Head wrestling coach and football coach at Boys Ranch High School. That man works with the Los Angeles Police Department. He's our veteran referee, Big John McCarthy.
Are you ready? Let's get it on!
My favorite words, and here we go, the middleweights.
John Peretti, how much will the kicking of Chuck Liddell play into this?
I think it's important, but Jones has got more experience in this, and I think it'd be nice to keep him away, but Jones isn't going to be afraid of him. You know, like Liddell was a good wrestler. Jones is a better wrestler, but the well-roundedness I think is really important.
Well, no surprise to anyone that Paul Jones has said his best scenario is to get it to the ground. He does not want to fight, if you will, in Chuck Liddell's world.
You know, Chuck Liddell wasn't beaten by Jeremy Horn because he was a better wrestler. Jeremy Horn beat him because he was a better jiu-jitsu guy. Jones is in trouble if Liddell can handle him as a wrestler. What do you think, Joe?
I agree with that. And really what's helping Chuck Liddell is he's joined Team Punishment and he's working with Tito Ortiz. And Tito Ortiz is a good wrestler, very good wrestler, and certainly can help Chuck Liddell with a lanky body similar to Tito Ortiz be able to learn how to defend against takedowns. And thus far against Paul Jones, he's doing just that. Ooh, big knee.
John, you as a matchmaker have to be so impressed when you find these fighters smart enough to put their egos aside and learn the other skills so they can truly be successful.
It's really rare, I'll tell you right now. And it's really rare with wrestlers because usually wrestlers have that one gear that's so driven, you know, so I find it really rare. I think Chuck is growing here. Now Paul's playing into a terrible position against the kickboxer.
Yep.
I was just going to say, you get kicked in the elbow or you get kicked in the face. Coleman, Pete Williams is an example of that.
Jones went under him and strained for over 2 minutes trying to get it, well, nearly 2 minutes trying to get a takedown. And I believe he is arm weary at this point. He looked exhausted. You don't put your hands on your knees unless you are in a big anaerobic state.
If a guy in a long time ago ever put his hands on his knees, here comes a knee, by the way, then you kick him in the elbow because he's got so much weight on his arm.
And Jones appears to have a case of fatigue real early. There's the high kick, and he just missed.
By the way, he never saw it. Jones is very good at that single leg tackle, but I don't know where it's going to go. Aren't you supposed to go behind, Jeff?
Well, at this point here, you want to spin on it. Now he can come up with it. Now he can come up with it. But he's electing to stay down, and that's not going to help him. They're bound up against the fence, and that's only going to help Liddell because he's not going to collapse to his hip. The fence is holding him up.
3 times 5 again. 3 5-minute rounds in this middleweight matchup.
This isn't going to go that far.
There's no way Paul Jones, it looked like, with his conditioning level, is going to be able to go the distance. He's just hanging on here, what we call a stalemate wrestling. And Liddell should take advantage of it and start striking.
But we've seen Chuck show no shyness from striking all over the place, and it'll be interesting to see when he really throws an all-out assault here.
When you start to get at the top of the pyramid, you know, just small differences, you know, are so important. You know, here Liddell has got a little experience, and it's working for him.
Chuck Liddell cannot hold on to the fence. John McCarthy warns him. Chuck wisely lets go. but he was able to free it. I don't think it was in danger, John and Jeff. I think you'll agree, but he was able to free the ankle, and now he's in control again.
Paul's in trouble.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Paul's in big trouble. Paul is cut, and John McCarthy has stopped the fight.
I think it's a medical stoppage.
A medical stoppage, fair enough.
Medical stoppage.
Did he stop it, or is it? Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's all over.
The cut was open over the left eye of Paul Jones, and there it is. Now it's over.
The end of the fight.
It is over, and Chuck Liddell victorious here in the heavyweight matchup over Paul Jones.
Has really proved that he has really gotten better.
And if he is working out with Tito Ortiz, it seems to be showing. Ortiz.
You okay?
It's showing there. He's got his own
Wrestling.
T-shirt.
Excited in the corner of Chuck Liddell, Scott Adams, John Lewis, John Hackelman, and they are excited to see what is still ahead tonight with Team Punishment and Tito Ortiz. This is how it ended.
That's after he already had eaten that punch. It was a left hand by Liddell or an elbow that opened up the cut on Paul Jones, and he retreated from it, and John McCarthy, quick to see the damage, stepped in, and when they took him to the corner, the fight was stopped.
Well, Paul's fatigue set in very early, and for the official word, we now go inside the octagon, and the veteran voice ready to give the official decision, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big John McCarthy has stopped the fight at 3:53 of the first round due to a cut. For the winner, Chuck Liddell.